Martin Hayes was 34 years old, a journalist living in Boston. 6 months ago, his sister Elena had mysteriously disappeared, and now he had decided to reopen her case. All he had was a single clue: an old village called Grace Hollow near the New Hampshire border, so remote it didn't even appear on maps. Elena had said she visited the village a week before she disappeared. That trip had been her last. On a cold winter morning, Martin got into his car and drove onto the frost-covered, fog-filled road. The GPS kept flashing. Route not found. An old man suddenly appeared at the roadside and approached Martin. "Are you going to Grace Hollow?" he asked. Martin was startled. "Yes. How did you know?" The man took a deep breath, his eyes fixed on Martin. "No one who goes there comes back," he said. "Or if they do, you won't recognize them." Martin hesitated for a moment but continued driving. The fog thickened and his visibility dropped to just a few meters. Then, out of the forest, a black wooden sign appeared in the middle of the road. It read, "Grace Hollow, population 0. Martin whispered to himself, "Population 0. When he arrived, the village looked completely abandoned. Yet something was off. All the windows were lit. There's no electricity, yet there was light inside. Martin's hands shook as he turned on his camera and started recording. Behind him, a voice whispered, "Why are you so late?" He spun around, but no one was there. Only the fog. His phone buzzed. A message appeared on the screen. From Elena. It simply read, "Find me in the church." Martin's hands went numb. The old church at the entrance of the village still stood, its door half open. As he stepped inside, an eerie melody, like that of an old music box, echoed through the air. He walked slowly between the pews. On the walls, photographs of different people caught his eye. Some had lived, some had died, some had vanished. Faces with no connection to each other. When he reached the last photo, his breath caught. Elena's face stared back at him. Below it was written, "Welcome to Grace Hollow, 2024. Suddenly the music stopped, and whispers rose from the darkness. Every arrival is a choice. There is no turning back. Martin tried to run outside, but the church door closed and locked by itself. Searching for an exit, he noticed a trapdoor sealed with stones. He pried it open and descended. Underground there was a vast room. The photographs continued along the walls, but this time dark, shadowy marks lingered on them. In the center of the room sat an old desk with a handwritten book. Martin opened it. The first line read, "Grace Hollow is a passage that holds lost souls. Everyone who comes here seeks something they have lost. But the village takes a part of their soul in return." On the next page, his own name appeared. Underneath, "The reason the village called you, your sister could not give her soul completely. The remainder is bound to you." Martin's knees gave out. "Is this because of me? Does the village want her?" he whispered. Then from the darkness a familiar voice echoed, "Martin." He lifted his flashlight. The fog was even here underground, and through it Elena's silhouette appeared. She did not approach. She just spoke. Her voice was muffled, deep and resonant. "I can't leave," she said, "because I took something that wasn't mine. That night a door opened in this village. What drew me wasn't me." Martin, tears in his eyes, shouted, "I came to save you." Elena shook her head. "No, someone must stay here." Martin stammered, "Who?" Her voice trembled. "The village won't let me go, but if you come, it will take you, and I will be free." Then her voice changed. It became deep, unnatural, and dark. Make a choice. Either her or you. Panicking, Martin ran backward. His flashlight flickered, cutting the light in and out. At the end of the corridor, he saw an old confessional booth. Its door was open. From inside came a child's voice. "Hide here, or it will find you." Martin ran inside and closed the door. Holding his breath, he waited in darkness. Suddenly, everything went pitch black. He heard footsteps approaching from outside. One, then another, then another. The curtain slowly opened. Martin shut his eyes. But nothing happened. When he opened them, the booth was outside the church. The fog had thinned. The door stood open. Martin hurried out. He ran to his car, started the engine, and drove away. As he left, he glanced in the rearview mirror. Grace Hollow was completely gone, as if it had never existed. When he returned home, police were waiting at his door. The commissioner said, "Mr. Hayes, we have found your sister Elena's belongings. They need to be returned to you." Martin was stunned. "Her belongings? Where did you find them?" The commissioner replied calmly, "In your basement. Apparently she spent her last days there before disappearing." Martin's face went pale. "The village, Grace Hollow?" The commissioner shook his head. "Mr. Hayes, there is no such village. It never existed." At that moment, Martin's phone buzzed. A new message appeared. From Elena. It simply read, "I took the remaining part." The phone screen went dark. Then a foggy image appeared. Below it, one line. "Grace Hollow, population 1.